the Supreme Court has set aside the Delhi High Court's verdict on decriminalizing homosexuality. No further details at this point, but in a sense, this would mean that the top court's verdict says gay sex is in fact illegal. We're waiting for more information on that, but the news coming in from the Supreme Court at this point is that the court has set aside the Delhi High Court's 2009 verdict on homosexuality. Neha Khanna joining us at this point. Well, we'll try and go to Neha Khanna in a moment, but just to give you a little background to all of this, the Supreme Court giving that decision that's going to have far-reaching implications for gays, lesbians and transgenders around the country. The top court delivering its order on petitions challenging the landmark Delhi High Court judgment of 2009. Neha Khanna joining us at this point from the Supreme Court. Neha, what are you hearing?
I was, in fact, in the courtroom when that judgment was pronounced just a couple of minutes ago. Ankita, the breaking news from the Supreme Court is that the top court of the country has actually set aside the order of the Delhi High Court, which had decriminalized homosexuality. The top court has held that the order of the Delhi High Court is constitutionally unsustainable, which means essentially that as of today, homosexuality and gay sex remains a criminal offence. The court has said that it is now up to the government to take legislative steps to repeal Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code, which in fact criminalizes homosexuality. Of course, you would recall in July 2009, the Delhi High Court had decriminalized homosexuality, saying that consensual sex between adults in a private space would no longer be an offence.
At the time, there were questions of judicial overreach. Does the court's verdict, the Supreme Court's verdict today, in fact concede that perhaps the Delhi High Court had, there was in fact overreach by the court?
Ankita, we cannot put words in the mouth of the judges. We will have to wait for more details of this verdict. I can tell you what the court has said today. The court said that the order, the verdict of the Delhi High Court is constitutionally unsustainable, and it is now for the government to take legislative steps to, in fact, repeal Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code, according to which homosexuality is a criminal offence. And what today's order of the Supreme Court essentially means that by setting aside the Delhi High Court order, the court has, in a sense, said that we will have to revert to the pre-2009 position, according to which homosexuality and gay sex is a criminal offence. So it continues to be a criminal offence till the government takes steps to go ahead with legislation which decriminalizes homosexuality. So that is really the big judgment that's come out of the Supreme Court today at the end of a long legal battle that was being waged by gay rights activists since 2001. That's when they had approached the Delhi High Court. In 2009, they got a favorable verdict from the Delhi High Court, which had set aside, which had in fact read down or diluted Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code, holding that homosexuality is not a criminal offence. That has been set aside today by the Supreme Court, which means we will revert to the pre-July 2009 position, according to which homosexuality continues to be a criminal offence under Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code.